Hi guys, Group 1 here, and in today's video, we are going to present our performance task about the angles of elevation and depression. We are going to include the competitions we did to find the height of certain objects and maybe some trivia in the end. I hope you will all learn something from this presentation. Let's dive right into it.
Here are the contents that will be tackled throughout the presentation. First are the objectives, next are the task assignment, video and picture, the recorded values, computations, the trivias, and lastly, the conclusion.
So here's the objectives that you should expect during this presentation. First is to apply the concepts of angle of elevation and depression while visiting educational places and measuring heights, depths, or distance from chosen location. Second is to measure the height of a tall structure from the selected location.
So for our group task assignment, our group decided for me to be the leader, Eris Jeremil B. Piano to be the observer, Alisa Uriel E. Cruz to be the measurer, Ethan Maverick D. Delanan to be the recorder, Zachary Elvis Ferraz to be the videographer, Angela B. Valenzuela to be the cameraman, Siren Girindora to be the solver, John Lawrence F. Pimentel to be for the trivia, and Janica Christine T. Banzuela for the PowerPoint.
In this video, we can see Dave is measuring the distance from the base of the structure to the feet of our observer. For the next slide, we can see our observer and the structure she's observing, as well as the angle of elevation she's measuring.
Getting the measurements, first we need to identify the angle of elevation. We calculated the angle of elevation by using the measurements of the clinometer minus 90 degrees, in which Janica was looking upward to the dinosaur. By using the clinometer, she got 139 degrees minus 90 degrees, which equals to the angle of elevation 49 degrees. In getting the distance, Dave measured the distance between the dinosaur and Janica, which is 60 inches.
To compute for the height of the dinosaur, we are going to use the tangent equation, which is tan theta is equal to opposite over adjacent. And by using the substitution the values, we get tangent 49 is equal to height over 60. And secondly, we are going to apply the multiplication property of equality and we'll get 60 tangent 49 equals height. And after that, we solve for tangent 49 and we will get 60 times 1.15 is equal to height. And finally, we can use the multiplication property of equality again to find the height, and we got 69.02 or 69 inches if it is rounded off to the nearest degree.
In this slide, we can see the video of our group, measuring the length from the base of our group member to the information of the dinosaur below. The next slide, we can see that a member of our group uses a clinometer to measure the angle of depression.
In the measurement, first we need to know what is the angle of depression. We calculated the angle of depression by getting the measure of the clinometer minus 90 degrees, in which Ethan was looking downward to the information about the dinosaur. By using the clinometer, we got 130 degrees minus 90 degrees equals to the angle of depression 40 degrees. In getting the distance, Dave also measured the distance between Ethan and the information of the dinosaur below, which is 56 inches.
To compute for the height from the line of sight to the information of dinosaurs below, we are going to use the tangent equation, which is tan theta is equal to opposite over adjacent. By using the substitution the values, we get tangent 40 is equal to height over 56. Next is we are going to apply the multiplication property of equality and we'll get 56 tangent 40 equals height. And after that, we will solve for tangent 40 and we will get 56 times 0.83 is equal to height. And lastly, we can use the multiplication property of equality again to find the height, and we will get 46.98 or 47 inches if it is rounded off to the nearest degree.
Trivia time! Alam niyo ba na ang Dinosaur Island in Torre, Pampanga actually opened on August 4, 2012, and that there are over 30 species of the moving life-size dinosaurs, backed by animatronics technology. The theme park was the brainchild of Noble Tektronics Corp., which aims to elevate the theme park entertainment offerings in the country. Dinosaur Island has been designed for us to understand better the dinosaurs and what transpired in the Mesozoic era. It's time for us to go back in time and see the first inhabitants of our planet. There are 6 different main attractions: Dino Trail, T-Rex Encounter, Dinosaurs Escape, Dig and Discover, Dino Dig Site, and Dino World of Fun, along with 5 different sub-attractions: Jurassic Jungle, Safari Ride, 7D Super Screen, Wonders of the World Museum, and Unearth Museum. So, to summarize everything we have done for this performance task, we use a special tool called a clinometer and the concepts of angles of depression and elevation to find the heights of certain objects. In order to achieve our objectives in finding the height of certain structures, we must first find the degree of the angle made by our line of sight and the horizontal line from our eyes. Or in other words, the degree of the angle of elevation, assuming we are lower than the object being observed, and the angle of depression if we are higher than the object being observed. This can be accomplished using our clinometers. By looking through the straw to the object we want to observe, the line through the straw will serve as our line of sight. Once it is correctly adjusted, the string will fall straight to a certain angle in the protractor. Then subtract 90 to get our angle. After getting our angle, we will also measure the distance of our feet to the base of the object being observed. With the necessary variables in hand, we can finally use the different trigonometric ratios and functions to find our missing height.
Thank you all for listening. I hope you have learned something new. That is all. Thank you.